Dead air. Dead air. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dead air. Uh-oh.
Hey, you're the one that opens up this one, man.
Hey, I thought you did, but you know, every once in a while we mix things up, and yeah, tonight I was supposed to open up, so welcome to open. No, we're not on Open Sports, Mike. Holy cow, we're doing some Pittsburgh sports talk. Um, got the
You
Desmond
have been
Reed
working.
jersey out. I got the Crosby jersey out tonight. Obviously, skiing's still sitting on my backside. Um,
You know, from back here, that Crosby jersey looks like a Max Crosby jersey. It looks
really?
black and silver instead of black and gold from the
It's like a
distance that
2000
we've.
and like the 2009 jersey.
I got you.
But
I got you.
yeah, big week this week for the what do we call this, Rich? Do we call this a cross town game or what do we call this?
You mean Pitt Duquesne?
Yeah, what do we call this? The cross town or walk
Ass
around?
kicking? The
I
hammer
wish
and
we
nail game?
I is this one of those games where like Duquesne shows up and makes $1 million playing in their hometown?
Probably. Duquesne's probably making whatever to play Pitt. It'll draw a big crowd. We know it'll draw a big crowd, fill the place up, and Duquesne's going to lose by 30. Um, but man, I'll tell you what. I mean, as bad as that game is going to be, there's some really good college football coming this weekend, man. I mean, and I'm not just saying uh,
I mean, we got
Saturday.
LSU Clemson,
I mean,
obviously the big one's at the shoe this weekend. Um,
well, we got to no, but wait, before we get to that though, because we do have Friday night where the fighting Baylor Bears will be taking on the Auburn Tigers, which, believe it or not, that's going to be a really good game. Um, Baylor is predicted to be toward the top of the Big 12 this season. Auburn's always one of those teams that's good, but just not good enough, you know? Don't be surprised if that's a really good game on Friday night before we start the day Saturday with that Texas Ohio State game. That's going to be a hell of a game.
right? Are we doing a recap of that? Or are we jumping in with Rav or 345 or what are we doing? Are you jumping in or are you
Far as I knew, we were joining in with Rav.
okay? I'm gonna take my stuff and if I can get internet, I'll be there.
I just wonder at 2:30. I mean, the over or the line is 13 and a half. I think Bama beats Florida State by 40 in Tallahassee.
Is Florida State gonna be that bad again this year?
They're going to be average at best. If they go 6-6, they're going to be lucky. Um,
It seems, Rich, since they got robbed of the national championship game, their program has just completely fell off the face of the earth.
well, that and the NIL thing has really killed them. The transfer portal, has
Yeah.
really killed them. But did you get a chance to watch any of the 0 week stuff? That Iowa State K State game in Ireland was phenomenal.
No, I did not. I've been slaving away to the FedEx world.
I got you. But yeah, Saturday, man, we got some quality stuff happening. We got, uh, you know, and here's another one that is two teams that you wouldn't necessarily think it's going to be competitive. And I would put my money on UTSA in this one because they're getting 24. UTSA and Texas A&M in College Station. University of Texas San Antonio. Don't count those guys can play ball, man. They've got an offensive line that is really, really good. And they got a quarterback that's a sophomore. He started as a freshman last year. Kid's going to be good. LSU Clemson Saturday night, like you mentioned. You know where my heart's laying on that one. I would love to see LSU knock Clemson. I think Clemson's too high at number 4. I don't know about you. Um, I think they're a little too high there. But and then Sunday night,
They're only up there because the name. If they
well, Yeah, but
Lose big to
I don't
LSU.
know, man.
If they lose big to LSU on Saturday, if they lose the LSU on Saturday, unfortunately, this is college football is so fucked up because you can lose early and still make the playoffs. You lose late, you're screwed. It's so messed up.
Not necessarily, because you could, if you lose late and still win your conference, then you're okay. Because you win your conference, you're in. It doesn't matter if you have 3 losses. If you win your conference, you're in. Um, I just I put very little weight in the rankings until about week 4. Because for the most, okay, perfect example. I can guarantee you this is one you can take to Vegas and bet the house. Either Texas or Ohio State's going to lose Saturday. One of them's going to lose. How far do they drop? I mean, do Ohio
I
State
mean,
and Texas lose
is
it?
this the
Ohio
first?
State and Texas flip?
Is this also the first time we've had two teams in the top 10 play each other in the same week?
No,
Like
no,
opening week, I mean, opening week.
no,
You never see
no.
this.
But it is the first time we have 1 versus 2
And then
on the
we
first
all, well,
week.
no, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Depending on what pool you're looking at. I'm looking at Google and it has Penn State at 2.
Google's not. No.
I'm just saying, I just called it up the games. I just called it up.
Yeah, if you look at the AP poll, Texas is 1, Ohio State's 2,
I mean,
Penn
then it
State's
has,
3.
and then we were talking about today at work. There's no rush. Why would Archie Manning come out this year when he's making $5 million?
I don't know that.
Why? I wouldn't come out.
The other part of it too is the situation that he would have, which, I mean, the NFL season will be over before these guys have to declare. Okay, running a system like Sarkisian runs at UT, there is, and by the way, Texas is the true UT. I will argue and dispute anybody that thinks Tennessee is the real UT. It's the University of Texas. But Sarkisian's offense doesn't translate well to the NFL. Most Texas coaches don't translate well to the NFL. See Mac Brown, see, Charlie Strong, anybody else, okay? The big thing he's got to look at is who would be taking him. And is Arch Manning guaranteed to be the number 1 overall pick? Because if someone like Drew Allar has an absolutely tremendous year, which I think he's going to, Drew Allar is going to be more pro ready than Arch Manning. He'd be a
I
better
was
shot at number
never
1.
sold on him, but it's a name. And you
It's
know
the
the
name. Yeah,
talents.
and
And you
he's a
know the
talented
talents.
kid.
You know the talents hidden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think any of his uncles won a national championship.
They might won a national championship, but Texas is not winning the national championship this
No,
year.
no, I meant
I
like
said it last year,
I don't think
and they're
Peyton
not doing it
won.
this year either.
Peyton or
Huh?
Eli didn't win a national championship, did they?
No, Tennessee won it the year after Peyton left with T. Martin at quarterback.
Right. So what if Arch stays and he doesn't win the national championship this year, but he stays just to try and win next year?
Arch has a better shot of winning the Heisman than he does winning a national championship. I'll put that out there right now. Arch has a better chance
Next
of
year he
winning the
might be the
Heisman.
only quarterback worth of coming out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless some of these other guys stick.
this is a wound up college football day because I also have Miami and Notre Dame playing. These are two of my favorite college. These are two of my favorite college teams.
Oh, I can't stand Notre Dame. There's 3 colleges. I don't know if we ever got into this or not. There's 3 colleges that I feel very similar to them that I do the Dallas Cowboys. Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Penn State. obviously because I'm a Pitt fan,
I
piss
didn't
on
grow
Penn
up in. I
State.
didn't grow up in that hatred. I didn't grow up
Yeah,
in
see,
that
I
pit.
grew up
I didn't grow
right.
up
I
in that
grew up
hatred.
every year they played each other. Yeah, yeah. You didn't grow up in the time where they played each other every year and that kind of
Oh, I
stuff.
did.
Weren't they split up by then and they weren't playing every year? Where Pitt was in the Big East and Penn State was in the Big Ten. They didn't play each other every year. They had a stretch of like 10 or 12 years that they didn't play each other every year. They played every couple of years.
I know, but I never grew up in that hate. I never grew up in that.
Wow.
I
Man,
just,
I'll
I
tell
don't
you,
know. I just football,
especially like the mid 80s when it was
dude.
early mid 80s when it was Marino against Blackledge and that kind of thing. Oh, dude.
My hate is Florida State.
See, I'm very neutral on Florida State. I respected the
I'm a
hell out of
U
Bobby
fan,
Bowden.
baby. I'm a U
I
fan.
like Miami. I've liked Miami. I've liked the University of Miami for a long time. Since Jimmy was there. Well, no, since Howard Schlossnagle was there.
Yeah,
Yeah, since he was Schellenberger was there. I crossed my metaphors there. Um, but since Howard Schnellenberger was there at Miami before Jimmy, I know I'm dating myself a little bit, but you know, I've liked Miami, and I'm okay with Florida. I'm lukewarm on Florida State. I always thought Bobby Bowden was a fantastic coach.
I
I
did,
just
but being a
couldn't get
Miami fan,
my
I just couldn't do it. Like I grew up in that hatred more than I did the Penn State.
oh no. Well, and see, my hatred was Texas or Baylor or Tech against A&M.
Because you're right there.
Right. It started well, but I remember I was born in Pittsburgh. So
Right. So was
I
I. But I
started
just
with
didn't
Pitt
grow.
Penn State.
I just didn't grow up in that hate. I just didn't do it.
Well, and then see, I inherited another one too, because I'm a Navy guy. My dad was underwater demolition in the Navy. He's a frogman. Army Navy rolls around. You can bet your ass who this kid's pulling for. Navy plays any of the other, if they play Air Force or Army, even though my daughter is in the Air Force, sorry, Lindsay, I'm pulling for Navy.
Wait, we have 3 games in the top 10 this week.
We do. We do. We got 1 versus 3, 4 versus 9, and 6 versus 10. 1 versus 2 or 3, depending what poll you look at. I've seen a number of polls with two Ohio State, 3 Penn State, and some with 2 Penn State, 3 Ohio State. Broad as it is long. Texas or Ohio State's going to, well, let me rephrase that. Texas is going to lose, and they're going to drop. They'll probably just switch spots with Ohio State.
I can't believe they put Ohio State as 3, even though they're defending national champions.
Well, yeah, but they lost their quarterback, they lost their starting receiver, they lost their starting running back, and they lost 4 of their major defensive starters, including a guy that made the Steelers roster.
Jack.
In Jack Sawyer.
Maybe we should start calling him Captain Jack.
I thought people were going to start calling him Buzz. Our old school wrestling fans will understand who Buzz Sawyer was. You ever get a chance, check out some video of Buzz Sawyer. Because this guy went a million miles an hour. He was very high impact, and he wasn't the biggest guy in the ring, but by God, he wrestled like he was 6'6" and 290, and he was about 6 foot 225. So, but yeah, this is going to be a fun weekend for college football, man. The funny part that I see is the Monday night game. TCU, North Carolina. The only draw to that game is Belichick and his.
I was going to say that's why they did that.
I mean, who cares? And really, the other game on Sunday. I mean, Virginia Tech, South Carolina. South Carolina is going to be good this year, by the way. As ACC folks. South Carolina, Virginia Tech is going to have a hard time with South Carolina. But did you notice how many?
What Josh Saints made the Super Bowl? Get the fuck out of here. Only in
Say
video
what
games,
now?
buddy. Only in video
Oh,
games.
jeez. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime in the near future.
So,
I
Rich,
still
we
stand by the fact 3 worst teams in the league are going to be Miami, the Saints, and Indy.
all right. At least you admit you did some crazy trades. All right. Oh shit. Um. So, Rich, should we talk about this cuts and drops and who made the team?
Yeah,
Want
yeah.
to go
I've got
there?
the 53. I got the 53-man roster right here. If you want it.
I got it too. 4 quarterbacks.
I was very surprised we kept 4 quarterbacks.
I didn't think they were gonna release Skylar Thompson. He had a good not he had a good preseason, I think.
I thought they were going to release Rudolph.
You hate Rudolph, I get it.
Not as much as I don't like Rodgers, but I just think Mason Rudolph's a waste of space. He was a waste of space in college. I no. I just pray Will Howard gets back quick, so that if something happens to Rodgers, and it will, that we can put Howard in there. Although
Oh,
I mean, what? Despite the fact he was playing against guys that, for a large degree, are bagging groceries and working at auto parts stores right now. Some of those plays that Skylar Thompson was making were pretty damn impressive. You can't. I don't care if
I
you're
can't
playing
believe
first team
Miami.
or
I
fourth
can't believe
team.
Miami let him go.
Well, but I mean, I don't care if you're playing first team or fourth team. Some of those throws were
Yeah,
dimes.
they're good.
I
So
mean,
Rich, way off topic.
yeah.
Did you see what the Penguins and the Steelers start out at?
Oh no.
Oh, I know that, but like where they start, who they start against.
Steelers start against the Jets. The Penguins start against. Hold on. I saw it and I can't. I'm trying to remember. They start against the Stars, don't they?
No, they start against the Rangers. So
Oh.
The Steelers and Jets swap quarterbacks, and
Mm-hmm.
then the Penguins gave the coach away to the Rangers, and we play them first.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah.
It's just weird. It's just weird.
The leagues. You know, once they know who you're playing, then they start playing around with that kind of stuff. That's like
um,
everybody's tripping out about the fact that Rodgers plays both the Jets and the Packers this year. Okay.
um,
You know,
Also wanted to congratulate Evan McFeathers. Got
McPherson.
the roaming coaching job in the minors. Did you see this?
Yes.
I'm not sure what exactly like I get it. He's gonna be so he's like a traveling coach. They say he's gonna be with the Nailers. They say he's gonna be with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton guys. How is this was this like a new assistant thing or what I didn't understand, but congratulations to him. I think he's gonna be a dead tired duck here.
Yeah, I think he's more of a liaison between the teams, keeping the big club up to date on what's going on in the minor system, and that's all I can see that job being, is just
I
a
didn't I was
liaison.
because it also said he was like a player's development guy too. And I was just so thrown off. I was like, well, maybe
Well,
Rich will have some insight on this.
but that does make sense, because if he's going to be working at all 3 levels, then it makes sense, because he'll know what guys are ready to move to the next level, what guys need to stay, what guys need to go down. If he's spending time with all three, so yeah, player development, yeah, yeah, but that's going to be that. It's a title that should go without acknowledgement.
Roaming coach.
Being in the position he's in, he's going to be a player development guy.
It says roaming coach. I was like, what is a roaming coach? I was like, but anyway, Rich. Anyway, Gainwell,
So
Caleb
Gainwell,
Johnson.
Caleb, and Jalen.
Should have we
Okay.
kept 4 running backs instead of 4 quarterbacks?
Well, let's look at it this way. We do have a fullback in Connor Hayward. I don't know that he would ever carry the ball, but
I think they gave it to him once last year.
I think once, yeah. I'm not sure I would feel overly secure giving it to him 8 or 10 times, though. And by the way, another 3-run bomb for the Rangers in the 4th inning. It's 10-1 over the Fighting Angels. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the 3 running backs for now. I think later on in the season you're going to see them grab somebody else. Not sure who, but I'm sure they'll grab somebody off the scrap heap and bring them in. 9 offensive linemen. I like that. Both Andersons, Calvin and Spencer. Fautanu, who I hope is healthy this year. Zach Frazier, Broderick Jones, Ryan McCollum, Mason McCormick, Andrus Pete, and Isaac Seumalo. I think the line is going to be pretty good, man. I really do. I think that line's going to be pretty good.
I just hope they can all gel again. It's they've been together now for 2 years, and I hope they come together and really gel this year.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, this is also this line's 3rd quarterback.
Well, but you got to remember too, they also lost. They also lost their center. They're bringing in, you lost a couple of years ago. You lost your center. So, Frazier has come into his own, I think, but is he at that point that he can lead this line? Because if you notice, a lot of those
Frazier's
guys,
the kid we drafted from West Virginia, right?
right?
He got hurt. He got hurt before the season started last year, right?
Fautanu, yeah.
I thought Frazier did.
No. I mean, he did come from West Virginia, but
I thought he got hurt.
No, he played all year last year.
I thought he got hurt. I thought someone got hurt.
He played 15 games.
Okay.
No, Fautanu is the one that got hurt. He got hurt in training camp, was out all year. He was the number 1 overall pick, and he gets or the number 1 pick, and he gets kind of like what we're going to see this year. Man, that Harmon thing that's rough. Freiermuth, Jonnu Smith, Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward. Keep 4 tight ends.
This is an Arthur Smith thing. He loves tight ends. So they cut the other guy, huh?
Yeah, but see, I don't understand where people keep thinking Arthur Smith loves tight ends, because he had a first-round tight end. He had a first-round tight end, and Kyle Pitts says it still hasn't done anything. Didn't know anything while Smith was there and hasn't done anything since.
Quarterback situation's a mess lately, though.
No. But, I mean, if they can split out Jonnu, I mean, I know he's got a little bit of a knee issue right now. But if he's healthy and they can split him out, okay. I really wish they were able to have a actual number 2 receiver. We'll get to that here in a second. Calvin Austin, DK Metcalf, Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek, Roman Wilson. We
Is
all know who
is,
number one is.
is Skoranek going to be our punt returner?
Probably.
So we're basically going to have 4 wide receivers.
Well, we'll have 5. I mean, AB used to return punts all the time.
Yeah, but AB was a different level.
Valid point. But I just do not like
For
that
that
we don't.
CTE, Rich, he was on his way to the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Before all that
There's no
madness,
question.
he was on his way.
Yeah. Well, there's no question about that. I mean, um, especially with my, people that have listened for a while know my standards for Hall of Fame.
He
Have
had
you been a
7 to
dominant
8.
player at your position for 5 or more years? Yes.
He had 8 or 9,
Yeah.
and then that Burkett hit.
Well, I think he was starting to get a little weird before that, but I fully understand what you're saying. The thing that you got to look at though with this, I just and the thing is, in preseason, it didn't make any difference either because nobody stepped up to be that number 2 receiver. Nobody. Who is going to be the number 2? If Jonnu Smith is the number 2 receiver on this team, we're going to have some problems. I mean, granted, we won't have an issue with size.
I mean, we got Aaron
Because
Rodgers
when
making phone calls to the Packers saying there's Romeo Dobbs available.
hey, I'll tell you what, man, I heard Christian Watson's on the block.
Yeah, but the dude just walks and he cracks his fucking knees.
Yeah, but man, I'd take a shot at it.
If it's for nothing,
I mean,
yes.
hell, tell me
I
he
mean,
doesn't walk onto this team and automatically be the 2.
we turned down Firemouth for fucking McLaren. I don't want to hear it. In a second round
I
pick.
think I think that the deal went awry when McLaurin wanted $32 million a year. I think the deal was done, except for the fact that the Steelers were going to have to pay him $32 million a year, and the Steelers said no. I think that's what the trade itself would have been fine if McLaurin would have been under control for a couple of years, under contract for a couple of years. Yes, I think that deal would have been made easy peasy. But knowing that he was going into a free agent year and he signed 3 years, 96 with Washington. With
I saw
Washington,
it.
so he signs 3 years, 96. Pittsburgh's going to have to pay him at least 30. They weren't going to be willing to do that.
But they made it sound like they were willing to do it for Ayuk.
Yeah,
Obviously,
but
we
that was before.
didn't.
Fortunately, we didn't because I think we got a better receiver in the end in Metcalf.
Find out.
Oh, Metcalf's a better receiver than Ayuk. Come on, man. I think you're going to
Well,
see a whole
Metcalf's a
new
true
DK
number.
Metcalf.
Metcalf's a true number 1. Ayuk's a number 2. Ayuk would fit
Right.
in perfect underneath.
San Francisco has 2 number 2s, or had 2 number 2s. Debo's a 2, and Ayuk's a 2. It just so happened that they worked so well together that they put up number 1 numbers. But those guys are both 2s. And San Francisco is going to find that out this year when there's no Debo because he's in Washington, which makes Washington even scarier. Pardon the pun. Because when you got McLaurin on one side
I
and
have 12-5.
and Debo on the other, I don't think they're that good, but I think they're 10 or 11. I had them at I had them at 10 last night.
I think so. I think you had him 11.
I know Philly I had at 11. Because I think Philly's going to go back a little bit on defense, but you can't deny that O line. That O line's ridiculous. It's basically a similar line to what the Cowboys had in the early 90s when they were running Allen and Newton and those guys out there.
Those are
It's
some
kind
big
of a similar
boys.
type of line. Yeah, it's kind of similar line to what the Eagles have right now with Lane Johnson and those guys over there. But yeah, it's crazy. On the defensive side of the ball, 8 defensive linemen: Keanu Benton, Yaha Black, Daniel Aquale, Derek Harmon, Cam Hayward, Logan Lee, Isaiah Loudermilk, and Asizi Otamiyu. Um,
I'm
okay.
okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Otamiyu is barely going to see the field. Um, Loudermilk got saved his job in the preseason.
Yeah, he was on the bubble. He was on the bubble.
Uh-huh. Loudermilk saved his job in the preseason. He really did. Derek Harmon, did it ever actually come down exactly what his injury is? Let me look.
I don't think it ever did.
Okay. This is from CBS Sports. He's going to miss a month. He's got a knee
Was
sprain. He's expected to
so is
miss a
that
month.
counting? Is that counting from when it started, or like was it
All
8
it
weeks
says
with
is
the 4 preseason
all
games, then a month of real games?
all it says is that he's expected to be out for about a month, which makes him a candidate to begin the season on IR. So he would miss the first 4 regular season games. If that's all he's going to miss, okay. We can patchwork it for 4 games. Especially when you look at the schedule. The
I
Steelers'
haven't even got.
schedule, the first
I have
4
not even
games is
looked at
not
our
exact.
schedule yet, Rich.
Huh?
I haven't even looked at the schedule yet.
Well, it's not exactly murderer's row. They've got the Jets on the road,
Oh,
Seattle at
I mean,
home.
I looked at it, but I haven't like broke it down yet because we're doing that next Wednesday.
I get that. I'm only going the first 4 games because that's what Harmon's going to be out.
Right.
At the Jets, Seattle at home in an early game, which gives the Steelers the edge over Seattle. At New England, Minnesota in Ireland. So,
Oh, my sister
you
won
know,
free tickets to the game.
huh?
My sister won free tickets to the game in Ireland.
All she has to do is get there.
Well, no, that's everything's included.
No kidding.
Yeah, she's like, I just filled out this thing and put it in, and they called me, and she was like, I fucking won.
Cool. Very
So,
cool. Well, I mean, the Steelers' first 4 games are not that horrible. I mean, do the Jets have a running game? Not really. Between the tackles. Does Seattle? Not really.
well, it
New
depends
England?
if we see Walker or not. Walker's in between,
Well,
and Zach's kind of outside.
New England? Eh.
We'll see
Yeah.
what we'll see.
If they're running Hampton, yeah. Um, and then Minnesota, if you're getting Jones, yeah. So that's gonna make, huh?
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's weird.
I'm gonna go on Facebook and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, because it's showing mine and yours. But anyways, so then you go to the linebackers. Obviously, the strongest portion of our program here. Carson Bruner, Malik Harrison, Nick Herbig, Alex Highsmith, Cole Holcomb, another guy that saved his job during the preseason, Patrick Queen, TJ Watt, Jack Sawyer, and Peyton Wilson. I mean, that if that linebacking core stays healthy, that's the best linebacking core in the league. I don't think there's any question. As good as good as the Giants linebacking core is going to be with the addition of Abdul Carter, as good as Washington's is going to be, I still say Pittsburgh with that crew is going to be the best in the league. Defensive backs: Brandon Eccles, Deshaun Elliott, Dante Kent, Miles Killebrew, Joey Porter Jr., Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, Juan Thornhill. And like I mentioned, Beanie was released and then signed to the practice squad. So there's that.
There's our team, folks. There's our team. Let us know what you think. Crazy.
They did cut their punter and bring in Corliss Waitman. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. By the way, check this
What's
out.
up?
I didn't know if you knew about this or not. This comes from Pat Doney at NBC5 in Dallas. Mike Florio is reporting. He's from NBC Sports.
Okay.
That there is a pending grievance over Micah Parsons' 2025 fifth-year option salary, as in how much he will make this season if a new deal is not reached. It's based on what position he plays most often. The Cowboys have made the designation that he's a defensive end, which means $21.3 million. Parsons thinks he's a linebacker, which would be $24 million, so about a $2.7 million difference. The distinction has been blurred over the years on defense, so it makes this very complicated. So there's that also.
This makes no sense.
How about that? So, that's interesting. Very, 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 very interesting, man. It's crazy. All this contract stuff is crazy. But, we're 2 Sundays away from NFL. A week from tomorrow, opening night, when the Eagles mollywop the Cowboys. I still want to know who's going to run the ball in Dallas. Dak's going to throw the ball 40 times a game, and he's going to get sacked 6 times a game. This is a recording. Beep. There's no other way to look at it. But when we left our fearless heroes last week, the Pittsburgh Pirates were getting ready to play Colorado and the Cardinals in 6 games over the next 7 days.
Right.
Well, they have won 4 of those 5 games that they finished.
They finally won games.
Huh?
Wait, did we eliminate the Rockies? Is that when that came up?
No, last week when we were on the show, we were just talking about it.
I know, but with the Pirates beating the Rockies, did we eliminate them?
We eliminated them, yeah.
We did some, yeah.
But in the top of the 8th, the Pirates now lead the Cardinals 2-1. Bottom of the 8th, I'm sorry. So the Pirates, by the time we go off the air tonight, very possibly could have been 5-1 in the last 6 games. Now, you and I talked about this backstage. Did you know, sir, that the Pirates are 39-30 at home, 19-45 on the road?
You want to be above 500 at home. I mean, that's the goal. That's your home.
I get that. But for the record they have, you would figure they'd be a losing team. I mean, look at the losing teams at home in Major League Baseball. Baltimore, Chicago White Sox, the A's, the Angels, the Nationals, the Rockies, and the Giants. What do all those teams have in common? They all suck. Okay, well, the Pirates are not good either, but they're 9 games over 500. You know who is not 9 games over 500? Cincinnati is not 9 games over 500 at home. The Marlins are under 500 at home. The Astros are 10 games over 500 at home. Just 10. The Pirates are 9. Minnesota is 1 game over. Cleveland is 1 game over. Kansas City is 3 games over. Tampa Bay is 1 game over. If they could do anything on the road, I mean, gee, they're 26 games under on the road. There's a difference between being bad on the road and being that bad. There's only one team in the league with a worse record on the road.
No,
You
probably
just
the
talked
team we
about it.
just the team we just swept.
Yeah. And they're tied with the White Sox. So, it's just here. And here's another one for you. Run differential. We all talk about, the Pirates aren't hitting. The Pirates aren't hitting. I keep preaching that the pitching is keeping us in games. Okay.
Okay.
The run differential for this team is minus 66. Okay. Let's put this in a little bit of perspective. The Orioles are minus 78. The White Sox are minus 66. The Angels are minus 88. The A's are minus 86. The Marlins are minus 83. The Nationals are minus 171. And are you sitting down, Adam? This is a wing
I'm in
number
my
for you.
throne. Yeah.
Colorado minus 344. 344. They're losing by 3 full runs a game. They're not in games. They're getting their asses beat. So
That's
when the
awful.
Pirates look at the fact that they are minus 66 in run differential, they've lost 75 games. So it's less than 1 run per game on average that they've lost by. They're 17 under 500. I get that. Okay, I get that. Ladies and gentlemen, I get it. But at the same time, again, pitching has kept them in games. This is a recording. Beep. But the other thing I can tell you too, and if you want to check out my Facebook page, I posted it earlier today. Paul Skeens is really a whole nother reason to show love to Paul Skeens is what he did for this kid that had cancer and had to have the treatments and all that. And through Make-A-Wish, he hung out with the kid. He played catch with the kid, went out in the bullpen and caught pitches from the kid. The kid threw out the first pitch at a game, did a bunch of autograph stuff, things like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's where you create heroes in this game. You guys heard me talk about Ryan Sandberg. That's the kind of stuff that heroes do. Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, Chipper Jones, Willie Stargell, Paul Skeens. It's how you take care of the fans and how you take care of the kids, especially.
Right.
He got extra kudos from me for that one.
I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have it posted on top of my Facebook page.
I'll have to look after the show, sir.
But can you believe? I think they might be coming back to earth. The Brewers are 5-5 in their last 10.
They get hot and then they get cold, then they get hot, then they get cold. It's going to be a rotating rotunda up until probably the final 2 weeks because I think the Cubs and Brewers actually play each other down the stretch.
They do.
Twice, I think.
I
think there's 6 games left between them two in the final 2 weeks.
I believe you are correct. I'm looking at it right now. They have a They have a 4-game set in Philly, first weekend of September. That's it. They just finished a series where they got swept by the Mets this Monday, Tuesday, and
Wait,
today.
we're talking. No, Rich, we're talking about the Cubs and the Brewers.
I'm
Not the.
sorry, I went Phillies Mets. My bad.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like, wait, I
sorry.
know
I
you.
went.
I was like, wait, I know I heard Philly. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I went to the other
You must have been.
conversation
You must have
topic.
been reading our text messages in our group between Aaron and the other guy.
Oh, I saw them. I didn't necessarily read them, but when it comes to Milwaukee, they've got, let's see, what do they got left? They got Arizona, Toronto, Philly, at Pittsburgh, at Texas, St. Louis, Angels, St. Louis, San Diego, Cincinnati. No, the Cubs and Brewers are done.
Done. Oh, maybe it was
And Bre-
Cincinnati I was thinking of. I think we were talking about because you want Cincinnati to win the division. I think that's where I picked the Cubs.
yeah, I mean,
I'm
I've kind
I'm
of conceded the fact that Cincinnati's not winning that division, but they do have Milwaukee for 3 games, the last 3 games of the season. But Milwaukee's schedule the rest of the way isn't that tough. They got Arizona tonight and tomorrow. They're at Toronto for 3, which will be tough. They got
not through
Philly
the
at
Pittsburgh
home.
Pirates.
Then they go Pittsburgh at Texas, St. Louis, the Angels, St. Louis again. That's a 9-game
Your
stretch. They
Texas
can make
boys are
up a
just
lot
starting to
of
get
hay.
hot though, Rich. I'm not putting that as an easy series.
What is?
Your Texas boys are starting to get hot.
No, they are, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. Because you lose your best hitter. I still say Marcus Simeon's their best hitter. You lose their best hitter for the season. You lose your best pitcher for the rest of the season because Nate Eovaldi's been shut down with a rotator cuff strain, and they're still winning.
As they
They're
should.
they're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They're only 6 games out of the West, and they're only 5 out of the wild card, and they're winning tonight 11-2 in the fifth. I don't understand. I mean, this is Bruce Bochy at his best, who may not be with the Rangers
He
next
is the
year.
best whenever he doesn't have a full squad.
But he may not be with the Rangers next year. There's
Really?
talk that if the Giants job opens up, he would go back to San Francisco
Mm.
and manage for his former catcher, who's the vice president of baseball operations out there now. One
Buster.
Buster Posey,
I like Buster
who I have a
Posey.
special spot in my heart for as a wuss because they created the crybaby rule that you can't run over a catcher because of him.
I still thought he was a good catcher beside that bullshit.
He was. Oh,
I
you
know. And the whole
can't
league
run over
cries
a
about
catcher. He
time to
might
work
get
their own
hurt.
blocks.
Catcher mans up, drops a shoulder, and flips over the runner one time. That's all it would take. That's all it takes. And this is coming
Yeah,
from a guy who played catcher for 26 years.
right.
All you got to do is lower that shoulder once. They're not coming in after that. They're not coming in up. They're sliding after that.
Right.
So, but I say all this stuff to say, I don't. Are the Pirates having a rough year? Yes. Are the Pirates having an absolute shit show year? No, I don't think so. There are a lot of positive things coming out of this Pirates season.
I agree.
I think the biggest of which, of course, is the guy that wears 30. Skeens has definitely shown that he is he is the real deal. It wasn't just a rookie thing. He is legit.
He's definitely the
Um,
face of he's the face of the franchise.
Hell, he might be the face of Major League Baseball, man.
All right. Well, we were just talking about the Pirates. I didn't go that far. All right. I
Right,
just
but I'm just saying. I mean, you could put him on the short
started
list of
back to back
faces of
All Star
baseball,
games.
starting All-Star games.
Right, he's back. Started back-to-back All-Star games. I mean, he's got to be up there. I mean, I'm sure if
Sure.
he's not the only one up there, I'm sure he's back-to-back with someone as the other face.
Him and Trout, maybe.
But I'm way off topic again by me, obviously. Did you see they are putting the Yankees and Mets playing the series next year for the
For
25th?
9/11.
Yeah,
I think that's really smart.
fitting. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's Major League Baseball doesn't do a whole lot of things that are really smart. That's one of them. I think that's a good move. Rob Manfred made a good move there. I think it's going to be good for the people. I think it's going to be good for baseball. And if I remember correctly, that weekend, yeah, September 11th is a Friday next year. As dumb as this might sound, I might make the series or that night that be the only game.
tickets are gonna be hard to get.
Say again.
You all right? Bouncing around there.
Killed a bug.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess when I went like that, it looked kind of weird. But yeah, I had a gnat flying around that I had to kill. Gnats must die.
Get him, Rich. Get him, Rich. Get him.
Yeah, but I can't hit my screen too hard.
No, absolutely not. Um,
But yeah, I
yeah,
think that's a really smart move. I mean, it's a very tragic event, but it does need to be acknowledged. Um, and if I would, the only thing that I would do as like an added twist to it, all the other games that day are day games. Make that game the one and only night game on national TV. I don't care if it's Fox or ESPN or whatever,
hell, air
but
it on all of them.
yeah, and put it on there. And pray it doesn't rain. But yeah, I think that's a smart move.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
but going back, we've seen some good things out of Pittsburgh this year. We really kind of have. You looked at what our boy Davis has been doing for the last week or two?
Who, Hunter?
Hmm?
No, I have not.
I mean, in the last 7 days, he's hitting 250. He's got a bomb, couple of RBI. Um, he's played 4 games in the last 7 days. So, but he's hitting 250. He scored twice. Tonight he's 0 for 3. But he's done. He's doing better the last couple of weeks. Um, I'm not saying he's setting the world on fire, but he's actually hitting the ball. That's something that he wasn't doing. Playing a decent catcher. Um, we knew Spencer Horwitz was going to be good, and he's been fine. Um, when you look at the average on this team, though,
What are we at? 210?
huh?
What are we at? 210? 206?
Well, when you look at the whole team, we're 235. But do you realize? And this is absolutely crazy. He is he's about 15 at bat. Oh, I'm sorry, about 35 at bats away from qualifying. You realize who the second highest hitter on the team is in average?
How many fam?
It would be Fam. Behind only Izzy. Izzy's hitting 270. Or I'm sorry. Well, Nick Gonzalez doesn't have near enough at bats. He's hitting
No, he was
279.
injured. He was injured for 3 months.
Yeah, but Izzy's hitting 267, Fam 265, Horwitz 261, Reynolds 247, Kutch 241. If those guys had been doing that all season, this team would be in better shape.
Josh, are you playing on rookie? I mean, what's going on here? You should not be getting blown out.
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying though. I mean,
I do.
if they would have been hitting like that all season long, this team would. And I realize we're not talking 300 hitters, but hell, there aren't that many in the league.
Nope.
I mean, I was looking at the MLB stats the other day, and I just get more stunned every time I look at them. I got this one for you. Check this out.
Okay.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. In the major leagues, Adam, major leagues, how many hitters are hitting over 300 that qualify for the batting title?
Wasn't that 3?
6.
6. I thought. So
6.
that hasn't changed since last time we talked either.
Yeah, there was 9 last time.
I thought there were 6. That's why I said 3.
Aaron Judge at 323, Jacob Wilson at 311, Jeremy Pena at 308, Bo Bichette at 306, Freddie Freeman, the only National Leaguer on this list, at 302, who has business cards that say Freddie Freeman, professional hitter. I know he does. And George Springer, who has been hot as a $3 pistol, hitting 301 right now. That's it. And you've only got another 10 guys that are hitting between 290 and 300. It's absolutely nuts.
That's not good.
The league average is 255.
That's not good either.
The league. So, I mean, like I said, when we were talking about those Pirates numbers, Izzy's over the average, Horwitz, Pham, those guys are over the league average. It's just that they've been really hot for the last 5 or 6 weeks to get them to that point. Izzy's been consistent all year. But, the other guys, and Horwitz was hurt. He missed part of the year. Gonzalez missed a big part of the year. I don't know. I just find it interesting. So, by the way, bottom of the 9th, 2 out, Santana on the hill, 0-1 to Pages, the catcher for the Cardinals. Strike on the outside corner. See if we can call a victory here. Runner on first for the Cardinals. Ball high, 1-1. By the way, thanks to our friends at MLB.com and Game Day. Fastball on the outside corner. That's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dennis Santana, excuse me. Pitching against Pages. Pages 2 for 3 tonight. He's driven in the only Cardinals run. And they showed it as a strikeout on here, but it's a ground ball to second, Gonzalez to first, and that's your ball game, boys and girls. So the Pirates are now 5-1 in their last 6 games. How about them Buccos? With a 2-1 victory over the Cardinals.
Can't beat that.
Let's look at what they got this coming week. 59 and 75, or 16 games under. They've got day game against the Cardinals tomorrow, 3 at Boston this weekend, and then before we see each other again, 2 against the Dodgers at home. Uh-huh. So
I'm going to say 3.
The Pirates exceeded my number for this week because I said 4.
I'm going to say 3.
You're going 3. 1, 2. I think I'm gonna go 3. Yeah.
Watch him lose all 6.
Tomorrow it's Ashcraft against Michaelis. The Cardinals, check this out. The Cardinals are 26 games under 500 when Michaelis, Palante, or Fetty pitch are the starter. They're 26 under. Saw that stat today. I was like, yeah. Ashcraft tomorrow, Burrows on Friday, Skeens on Saturday in Boston. It looks like against a bullpen day for Boston. And then Sunday, Oviedo against Giolito.
I go 2 wins, Rich. 3 and 2, and I'm between 2 and 3.
I'm gonna say 3. I think they win
Just saying,
tomorrow.
we're running into some better competition coming up down the line.
Right. But what I'm saying, I think they win tomorrow. Take 2 out of 3 in Boston. And then, I mean, I watched Emmett Sheehan pitch last night. He's pitching on Tuesday. Dude was freaking lights out, or 2 nights ago, and then Kershaw pitched last night. They were both lights out. So, and then we get Ohtani on Thursday for that series. So, yeah, you can go see Ohtani pitch next Thursday, man.
Is it a day game?
Nope, 5:40.
Maybe I will.
But yeah, I'm sticking to 3. So
Cool.
well, we made it an hour, dude.
I was gonna say we did make it an hour, and
We did.
maybe you'll see me on the lakefront this weekend.
Maybe so.
I won't be on the lakefront. I'll probably be on the front porch patio. I'll be outside though, so we might get a little crowd in this. I don't know where I'll be. I don't know where we're watching the game, so it all depends where we're watching the game.
I got you.
But I will definitely be
Yeah,
up the lake. So
but yeah, hit me up when we're ready, and
hit Rav
you
up,
know,
not me. Rav's show, not mine.
you know.
But he said he has it set for 3:45.
Oh, okay.
I did see that.
Which is probably about right. I mean, it start 3:45 Eastern,
Yeah.
so 2:45 my time. It's 11:30 kick. Yeah, it's about right.
So I'm going to take my tablet and I'm going to take a regular laptop and see which one works better.
It may even go. It may even go longer than that, though.
We'll see.
That's 3 hours. And that's 3:15. Some of these college games with the 87 commercials they run and stuff like that, they go 3.5, 4 hours.
Right. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure Rav will adjust accordingly.
Well, I'm sure. But
hey, you can get me at that Sports Talking It on Twitter, guys. You can also get me at Driving to the Top Productions, Driving to the Top on Twitter as well. YouTube, hit that like, subscribe button, guys. Actually ring the bell for notifications, as Jamie would always say. And yeah, get me, talk to me, Ad McNally. I don't know what happened there, but we were live and then it quit. Rich, you went back to being live. I don't know why I didn't. But anyway,
I'm special.
close us out, buddy, and let's roll.
All right, man. Hit me on Twitter, Big Rich 8371, or on Facebook, my name, Rich Richardson. We'll be doing the post game show, Ohio State and Texas, Saturday, 3:45 Eastern ish, I guess. We'll be jumping in with Rav. And then we'll be getting back together on Tuesday for open mic, where we preview the NFC North and the NFC South. And Monday night, 2 tire change. We'll talk about the first round of the playoffs in the NASCAR Cup Series and the Xfinity Series. Oh, and the Truck Series too.
You are going
Anyways,
live Monday
till
night
next,
then?
sir.
You are going live Monday night, even though it's Labor Day?
Oh yeah, I'll go.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we're good. So
All
until
right.
next week, man. You got anything else?
Actually, I can't do that this week because that's who they're playing.
It's like this though.
Good, I can't do it.
But they're gonna go down.
Sunk them.
Until next week. So long, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a good one.